viewpoint on the Liverpool performance this morning?
Yeah, can we talk about Liverpool?
Congrats, coach, making the playoffs. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's been a tough couple of weeks, obviously. But I think, in all fairness to the players, they've been in the top four for majority of the season. They've been pretty consistent, I think, overall, home and away. At the end of the league usually doesn't lie. They always say in England, the Premiership, the league doesn't lie, and I think we deserve to be in, and I think the work was worth it. I hope it was, right?
Yeah.
I think the work was worth it, and it was a good result tonight. They were professional and got an early goal, which helped settle us in a little bit, and then we got another one quickly after, which I think helped us, and then obviously Sam scored off a corner of her head, which got the third one. I think the third one was the critical one right before half-time. Mm-hmm. Half-time, I think we stayed in the locker room 10 minutes too long. We let them back in the game a little bit. Sabrina had to come up with a big save, but after that we managed the game pretty well. So happy to get a clean sheet. It's been a while for a clean sheet for us, so it's good. But overall, it's been a great season, and I think they deserve it, to be honest with you, based on 20 games.
Well, speaking of great season, I mean, Lynn Williams, she's now league leader with goals. She just went over Kaleo High, and her name's starting to get tossed around. Maybe she needs a call-up in a national team camp. So what do you think about?
Yeah, I think she does, to be honest with you. I think her and Jess Mack, and I think when you single them out individually, they're both very good. When you put them together, they're even better, And I think they scored 21 between the two of them, which is, it's obviously, for a coach, it's a great number of goals for a group. And Lynn's been playing really well. I mean, she's dangerous, and she's learned to run. She's even better than she was, and she's got better technically. She can hold the ball up now. She got better in the air than she used to be. I think she's really improved the game since last year. I mean, Sam played with her last year, so she could probably tell you more about that. But I'm really happy with the development, and I think playing with Jess has helped her too. Jess has been around the block a few times, and I think having an experienced player next to her has helped her. So I'm really happy for her. She's been absolutely dynamic, and I think they probably played every minute, just about the two of them. So they're probably a bit leg weary at this point after 20 games, but God, hats off to them. God bless them. The two of them have been tremendous.
Sam, I think at the beginning of the season, team's a little bit of an unknown, maybe a little bit of a rebuilding, or people thought it would be a rebuilding season at the beginning, but kind of people had you pegged as maybe a building block for the team to build around, but it seems like the team's really matured. So what are your thoughts? I know this is kind of like reflect on the whole season question, but what are your thoughts on the team kind of growing up? Do you feel like they kind of grew up all around you, or?
Yeah, I give so much credit to Paul. I think he really came in and drew us together immediately from the start, and he is the one who made us all believe that we could make playoffs. And a couple months in, I remember being like, wow, like we're so much better than I thought we'd be. We're so much better than anybody else thought we'd be. And we just kind of have reveled in that. And I love thinking of us as underdogs, and I love being a part of this young group of girls who are just so hungry to succeed and play well and play for each other. And I think that our relationship as a team, like with each other, is what has pushed us to get this far. And I think we've just enjoyed being young and being underdogs and not really being expected to go this far.
Do you think things would be different then if you'd been pegged going into the season, like, oh, everybody's expecting Western New York to win? Like, that would affect your mentality, or is it too hard to say?
I mean, it's hard to say. I think our mentality is a big part of why we've done well, and I wouldn't change much. Like, looking back, I think everything that's happened has been crucial to where we are now.
Somebody else? I don't mean to monopolize.
Hi.
I'm from Watertown High School, Radio Times. I had a few questions I wanted to ask. They might not be based on the game we had today, but they're just questions going on around the States. First and foremost, I wanted to ask, so Hope So was recently given a 6-month ban from the U.S. Women's National Team without pay. Do you think that was a fair call?
I don't really think it's my place to say.
Secondly, there's been a lot of hate and controversy on the actions of Colin Kaepernick, which has presented on the field. Do you think what he's doing is the good for the people in the United States, most especially the Black people in the United States?
I think I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself on this one too.
Thirdly, there's been controversy of low payment to women in the soccer game. What's your say on this?
On what?
On the low payment on the women's soccer team, the women soccer players who played around the United States. What's your say on this?
Like in regards to the league?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very grateful that we have this league to play in, and I think that as long as we slowly make improvements as we go on, and we want the league to last, and it's such a valuable thing for us as players to have, that as long as we are slowly improving year by year, I think that that's great. And I think that the players in the management of the league is working really hard to do that.
And lastly, so the season has come to a close. What's your plans after the playoffs and anything?
Yeah, I think right now I really want to focus on the semifinal next weekend and getting as prepared as I can with my team, and seeing where it goes from there. I want to continue training in the off season, and I mean, the Flash has been such a great organization this year, and I hope that in the off season I can just continue to train and get more and more prepared for next year as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I just have one last one. So looks like Washington might not win. Number one might be Portland if they beat Sky Blue. Paul, do you have any thoughts about possibly facing them? Semis, your
Yeah, I
old
mean,
team?
to be honest with you, I mean, on the head-to-head, they're the only two teams we haven't beaten all season, are the top two teams, you know. So I think either one's a great challenge for us. And you know, I think we've gone into every game thinking about the challenges. And you know, Sam, do you remember about 4 months ago? Sam goes, "Do you think we're going to make the playoffs?" Do you remember that?
Yeah.
One day she goes, "Do you think we're going to make the playoffs?" And I didn't answer because we never really talked about the playoffs the whole season. We just talked about the next game and trying to be better. And I think that either Portland or Washington for us, it doesn't matter at this point. And I think, you know, we were pegged to finish 9th or 10th. I think us in Boston were, you know, pegged to finish 9th and 10th. So for us, anything's a bonus at this point. We just wanted to get in. And I'm not sure anybody wants to play us. We're young, we're hungry, we've got a lot of energy, a lot of pace on the team. And you know, we've been to Portland already, so we know what the atmosphere is going to be like. We've been to Washington, so we know what they're like. And I think we've been pretty good on the road, so I think we just look forward to it and get on with it. And they're two very, very good sides, and obviously, you know, Portland have got a chance to win the Shield tomorrow. I don't know the Washington final score, but I'm assuming Portland's got a chance to win the Shield tomorrow.